Hey guys, what's going on? Today's episode of the podcast is a little different. See, I run into this weird problem where I overshoot by a massive amount. I get way too many interviews to ever put in all of my YouTube videos. And so I end up with all these extra interviews, and I always feel bad that people took the time to talk with me and that I don't get to put them into the video. Because YouTube is very particular about how long it likes its videos. And so, today I've done like a collection of a bunch of interviews that I've gotten over the last maybe 6 months, unedited. But let me know what you think of this format of the podcast, because like I said, I end up with a ton of extra footage all the time. So if I can put one of these out every 6 months, I think that would be awesome. All right, thanks guys. Oh yeah, and one more thing. Do me a favor, like, subscribe, whatever platform you're finding this on. If you could interact with it in any way, it's a huge help to me. So please do that. Thank you. Guys, what is going on? I'm down here with, what's your last name?
Red.
Red what?
Gera. G-U-E-R-R-A.
I'm down here with Red, and he's cleaning up. But last year I fucked up, and I've carried the guilt of having given him a blurry interview last year, and so I came back so we could do it again. So tell me a little bit about yourself, Red.
Well, I tattoo out of Gardner, Massachusetts. Been tattooing about roughly 15 years, and I really enjoy doing American traditional tattoos.
How did you first discover your love of tattooing?
When I got my first tattoo. Actually, you know what? Even before that, because I remember the first tattoo I ever saw when I was a little kid. It was a snake and dagger tattoo. And I've always loved tattoos since then, but when I got my first tattoo is when I realized that I wanted to tattoo.
I love that photorealistic Jesus on your arm.
Oh, thanks, man. Well, one of my mentors did that for me. Yeah, when I started tattooing.
So you like doing American traditional style tattoos? What is it about that draws you to it?
Well, I really love anything old. I love antiques, old cars. So those are old style tattoos, so that's part of what I love. I love anything old, even though I'm old too.
I'm old too, don't worry about it. I'm a year older than you saw me last time. Hey, how's it going? Sorry, I'm not going to be much longer. Guys, so Red, I'll let you go. I just wanted to come over and apologize for losing your interview last year and just tell you.
I was wondering because I went and I started following you on Instagram and I said, I want to check out the interview, see how stupid I look. And I never showed up.
I just go around and tell people I'm going to interview them so they follow me on Instagram. It's not even recording. Later, guys.
Later, man. Appreciate it.
Guess who I just ran into? That's right. It is Jason. You remember him from the podcast. How you doing, buddy?
Not too bad, my friend. How's it going today?
I'm doing wonderful. He was apparently one of the judges.
Yes.
Out of curiosity, can you give me any insight? How did people do? What are you thinking?
I can tell you the competition was all tough as all get out. There's some very talented amateur cooks out here.
I can definitely confirm that, as I have been trying all of it.
I know though too. Yeah. So we actually had multiple people from New Hampshire Eats. Our friend Brent got involved. We had Phil. We had Michaela early on too. So we had 4 of the New Hampshire Eats crew out here, and a few new friends of the process. So.
Well, I'm looking forward to hearing the results, buddy. Thanks for coming by.
I'll go catch you later, my friend. Always a pleasure.
Later. And now I am over here with
Scott Adler with American Barbecue Company.
And they are, I believe, actually, I didn't even check this first, but you guys are the ones putting this competition on, correct?
Yes, we are the organizers of the event.
So how did you get into organizing barbecue competitions?
So I actually did an amateur barbecue event back in 2017 in Walpole, New Hampshire. And I came in last place, and it really frustrated me a lot. And I came back the next year and took first place. And I said, you know what? If I can do this, I want to share this with other people. So I actually did an event in Merrimack in 2018. And then, of course, we all know what the world did in 2020. So we put it on pause, and then we had an opportunity.
Talking about Taylor Swift's new album, right?
Absolutely, Ian. You know it. We had an opportunity to come out here and do this, and we wanted to give back, if you will, to some of the amateur competitors. We want to teach them what's it like to compete. Some of these folks have never done this before, and it's such an opportunity, not only for them, but for the judges. In the big circuit, what we call KCBS, we need judges. We need more competitors, and this is a great way to do that.
That's actually interesting. I hadn't thought about that. So it's almost like a farm league for both.
You're exactly correct.
Because it's like a low pressure kind of. That's actually, I didn't realize that it was an amateur competition. I mean, all of them are far surpass me in barbecue.
Yeah.
So or cooking in general, really living in any form.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's actually interesting. So what when you're judging a barbecue competition, what are you looking for?
Looking for three things: appearance, what does the food look like, what does it taste like, and how tender is it? So appearance is important, but it's not weighted as heavy as taste is, and tenderness is not weighted as heavy as taste is. So those are the three things that we're looking for. Those are the three things we want. That's what makes up the score. And we did the same exact thing here.
It sounds like two of those are subjective, so like look and taste.
Yes.
But then tenderness must have like an actual objectivity to it, where you can just there must be some kind of scale or something you can judge it on.
So, ironically, if you take ribs, for example, everybody wants fall off the bone ribs. Think about fall off the bone, right? You hear Chili's, you hear Applebee's, I want my baby back. So they want to be fall off the bone. In true KCBS barbecue, they don't want it fall off the bone. They want it tender, but they want it to stay together. Now, in a contest like this, we expect it to be a fall off the bone because they're amateurs.
Right.
So we do teach the folks exactly what to do. We teach the judges what we're looking for, but at the end of the day, they're going to judge it as an amateur.
Right.
Because they still like that fall off the bone. But again, it takes the competitors and gives them that break-in experience that hopefully they can use to grow on.
I love that. So, the question I've asked everybody is like the hallmark of barbecue is that it takes a long time, right?
Yes.
Barbecue takes forever. So, what is your favorite thing to do while the meat is cooking, while there's downtime? What do you like to get after?
You know what? I like to just relax and sit by a fire if it's the evening time. Sometimes have a beverage, enjoy company. A lot of barbecue when we're out on the circuit is about with friends and family and other competitors. We may be competitors, but we're still family.
Right. It's a lot of hanging out.
Always.
There's nothing better to bring people together.
Exactly.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing the results.
Thanks so much.
Have a great day. We're back here with Tim after winning the first place, most highly coveted King of the Ribs today. How you feeling, buddy?
I feel awesome. I just when I was slicing the ribs ready for judging, I kind of had doubts a little bit. Who doesn't? I'm my own worst critic, but it's a pretty surreal feeling.
The doubts were unfounded, and the champion is amongst us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, now I am over here with
The Lucky Few Barbecue.
the Lucky Few. And what was your name?
Leanne.
Leanne from the Lucky Few Barbecue. What can you tell us about the Lucky Few, and what makes you guys different from everybody else here today?
Oh boy. Well, we got the name for our son who has Down syndrome. The Lucky Few is a term for kids with Downs. So my husband over here has decided to do this because he loves it. It's his passion.
It's a great thing to do. It's a lot of fun, and you get food at the end of it.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
So one of the things that most people associate with barbecue is the fact that like there's a lot of time, right? It's never slow. It's never fast. Barbecue takes a long time to make. What is your favorite thing to do in the time while it's cooking?
Drink. You can't barbecue without a beer.
Hell yeah. All right. Now we're going to try some of these real quick. We got ribs. Should we sauce it?
Oh, it's sauce.
Okay.
It's sauce.
Apple habanero.
Okay.
Apple jalapeno.
All right, so now we're going to try out one of these ribs. This is apple jalapeno, jalapena, for those in the know. That's amazing. Really, really good. Oh, I'm getting there. He said I should try the pork because apparently he's never seen my channel. That's amazing. Super tender, has like a nice crisp skin to it. The like apple and jalapeno flavors are there, but they're not like overpowering the pork flavor either, which I like. I think a lot of times people oversauce their stuff too much. That's phenomenal too.
Want to take a ride in the golf cart, Dada?
All right, go for. Oh, okay. Love you. That's my son. He's running off with strangers. I don't know what to do. They're not really strangers. That's Joe. I do think that giving pulled pork out in shots is really, really awesome. Like what a great way! What a great way to distribute. Guys, thank you so much for this. Where can people find you?
East Waterboro, Maine. We're mostly on.
Requirements was to put a fruit element into the sauce.
Gotcha.
Competition. Yeah.
And now I am here with...
Paul Matucci with Swine and Bovine Backyard Barbecue.
That I hadn't heard it said out loud. That actually sounds very funny.
Yeah.
I love it. So what brings you out here today?
Friendly competition. We've been smoking backyard for many, many years and decided that we would try this. This is actually the first competition we've ever entered. So we're pretty excited about it.
And how long have you been cooking barbecue for, though?
30 years.
Oh, okay. So
roughly.
You've been doing it for a minute then.
Yeah. It's been a while.
So one of the hallmarks of barbecue cooking is that it takes forever, right?
Yeah.
So what is your favorite thing to do while you're waiting for that meat to cook?
Just sitting in the patio and relaxing, having a drink, enjoying the nature.
It does seem like drinking and barbecue go together, because that's like the third person that answered that.
They definitely go together. You need to do something to pass the time. So, yeah.
Awesome. So we're going to give Paul's pulled pork a try, and it is, I forgot.
Chipotle raspberry.
And we're going to give this Chipotle raspberry pulled pork a try real quick. My eye all of a sudden started acting up. Sorry. Fuck it. I got like a fucking... I got a spice in my eyeball. All right, so now we're gonna give this Chipotle raspberry pulled pork a try, made by Paul and Swine and Bovine. Very, very good. Nice and sweet, nice and tender.
Yeah, thank you.
Not a lot of heat, which is fine because I am a coward when it comes to heat. I don't love heat. It's just melting in the mouth. This is really, really tender.
Great.
You did a great job with this.
You get those raspberry notes. And,
yeah.
No,
this is fantastic. The fruit is definitely there. One thing I noticed a lot of people here is like the fruit and the sweetness is there, but it's not overpowering the pork flavor, which I feel like happens a lot.
Yeah, you need to complement the flavors.
I love that.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for this. Where can people find you?
Yeah, thanks. So I'm just backyard barbecue. We just do competitions, so it's not a catering or anything. We are based out of Litchfield.
So you guys cannot actually get this. What I just ate, you will never have. So thank you, Paul.
Thank you.
Well, guys, if you do come down to the Live Free or Die Tattoo Expo, you are not only going to find tattoos, you're going to find all kinds of oddities and fun and beef jerky. And you might run into my friend Casey here. And what Casey does is, I'm just going to let her describe it because I'm not really sure what to say about it.
I make gold and silver grills, so removable teeth, basically, jewelry for your mouth, or custom gold and silver press-on nails that last forever.
So how does one get into the grills business if you're not directly related to Paul Wall?
So I used to be a piercer, and then I have been working in dental for the last 10 years. And my best friend is actually a jeweler, and she said, "You should make grills." And when she said,
why did she talk like that?
I don't know. That's how it sounded in my head. But after like the 20th time she told me to do it, I tried it out, and it was supposed to be a hobby, and then everybody kind of wanted one. So
I've been looking at your work here, and it's really very cool. Did you do the one that's in your mouth also?
Yeah.
Can you smile for everybody? I don't know why I pointed the microphone at you.
You hear how good it looks.
It is very cool, and it's something that I feel like there's not a lot of people doing up here. Are you finding that like a lot of people are loving what they're getting?
Yeah, I don't know too many people who are doing this, or in the same style that I'm doing it. I like to kind of do like organic or like kind of like free flow stuff, or my biggest seller is like these sparkles or these 4-point stars, but I like to think of it more than just like solid 8-on-8 or like full gem stuff. I like to get creative with it.
And so when you were in the world of dentistry, what was it that sent you down the dark path of grills work? Where did you go wrong is what the dentists in my audience want to know.
No, it's where did I go right? Dentistry just wasn't creative enough, and I needed that outlet. I just felt like unfulfilled and bored. So I started messing around with the wax, and it turns out I was pretty good at it. So it's much more fun.
Well, on that we're gonna leave. If you've ever felt like your mouth isn't shiny enough, come and see my friend Casey, and I promise that she is going to make your teeth look better than God did. Thank you, Casey.
Yeah, thank you.
And now I am here with the host of the Big Dumb Monsters podcast. I didn't even ask his name before I started this.
I am Chris, the co-host.
Maybe I did ask your name because I was gonna say Chris and then I didn't.
Yeah, maybe you did. I don't remember.
All right. And so, who are you? What is the Big Dumb Monsters podcast?
Well, it's myself and my co-host, Nick. We talk about a different movie every week. It could be a horror movie. It could be anything with a monster, sci-fi, comedy. We've done a couple of kids movies. We just did Little Monsters recently. We'll do a quick review. We'll talk some like behind the scenes trivia. We'll read over like some 1-star reviews. We'll go through IMDb and kind of talk about movies the other actors were in. It's just like we love movies and just love, hanging out and just talking about the stuff we love.
And what do you think is the worst movie you've ever seen?
Oh, that's easy. If you have not seen it, I suggest Googling it. It's on YouTube. Deathbed, The Bed That Eats.
All right.
It is only available on YouTube. I don't think it's been released like anywhere. It is only available with the Portuguese subtitles on, so you have to watch it that way. We did it on one of our, I think it was episode 25 of our show. It is our like every bad movie we hold against Deathbed. Like, is it better than Deathbed? Would I watch this before I watch Deathbed? Like, if you're worse than Deathbed, which we haven't gotten there yet, then you're bad.
I would say the worst movie I've ever seen is Two Girls, One Cup.
Yeah. There's the guy with the jar too. That's a pretty rough one.
That is a rough one. I forgot about Man vs. Jar. That's a classic though. You know what I mean? Nosferatu, when compared to movies today, isn't good, but it's still a classic that you have to hold on to.
We'll see in another 100 years who's still talking about Man vs. Jar and who's still talking about Nosferatu.
Yeah, well, that's a good. I have a feeling that Man vs. Jar is going to surprise you. What have you been into movies for a long time?
Absolutely. I mean, as far back as I can remember. I mean, I love all types of movies, not just horror and monster movies. I'm at the movies at least once a week seeing stuff. So
I'm about to say something that's going to sound harsh, but only I want you to know that I too am a nerd loser. So when I was growing up, being a nerd was just meant you were a loser. And I've noticed that as I've gotten older, like these things have broken into two camps. There's like the losers who are sad that it's become popular, and then there are the other losers who are happy that it's become popular. Which category do you fall into?
I think I'm in the happy camp. I mean, who doesn't want more people like kind of into the things that you love? Like, if more people love what you love, you get more things related to what you love. So I definitely, the more the merrier.
I'm in that camp too, so I agree. Thank you so much. Where can people find this little party?
You can check us out at Big Dumb Monsters on both Twitch and YouTube, or big_dumb_monsters on Instagram.
Okay. Hold on, I got to think of a stupid question to ask at the end.
All right.
Even stupider than the questions I've already asked. Hold on. If you could go back in time and tickle one U.S. president, who would it be?
Oh, man. I mean, I can think of one who probably could have used a couple of tickles when he was younger, given what...
Oh, I didn't say when he was younger!
Yeah.
That's straddling the line.
No. That's not what I meant. I mean, clearly somebody didn't love him enough is what I'm trying to say. Again, that sounds even worse. No, you know what? I'll go back and tickle George Washington. Just to say, I tickled George Washington.
Maybe his picture would be a little happier. I always land on Taft, just because he seems like he would be the most jovial.
He's a jolly fellow. Yeah,
exactly. I feel like tickling him would be the most fun. All right, thank you so much, Chris.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And now I am out here with
Kevin Adler.
And he is one of the, are you like the head judge? Are you the boss of judges?
I was in charge of judging for this particular event today. I'm a KCBS Master Certified Judge.
That sounds very official. Can you break down exactly what that is?
So Kansas City Barbecue Society certifies judges to judge their competitions, and they're usually 4 meat competitions, which is chicken, ribs, pork, and brisket. And there's some very strict scoring requirements and taste, tenderness, and appearance. And we enjoy some barbecue and have some great fun.
What is your, of the things you mentioned, the pulled pork, brisket? Sorry, that's my son. Of the things you mentioned, pork, brisket, chicken, what is your favorite of all those?
My favorite is brisket.
That seems to be a popular answer.
Yes. Love burnt ends, love brisket.
Ooh, burnt ends are good. I haven't seen any burnt ends here today.
No. And burnt ends are really tough to cook because you have to render the fat out of them. So it's real difficult. And when they turn them in for competitions, there's always a delay from when they prepare them, get them in the box, and get them to the judges' station to get turned in, and then it gets to the judges' table in front of us. There's always probably a 15, 18, maybe even 20-minute time frame. So if they haven't rendered all the fat out of them, now we just have a big fat ball.
Big congealed.
Yes.
See, it's interesting. I tried making it burnt end one time, but it mostly just accentuated the burnt of it. You know what I mean?
Well, burnt ends aren't supposed to be crispy.
Oh, that's where I messed up.
Yeah. Right.
So, you're a judge. Have you also competed? Are you a competitor as well?
I have never competed.
Really? No. See, that's interesting. I would think that was like a pipeline from competition to judge.
So, in order to be a master judge, you have to work with a cook team for a competition. So, I have done that. But as far as being in a competition, no, never.
That is very interesting. Yeah. What is the, obviously this is a smaller event with amateurs. You go along to the bigger, and you're a master, so you probably do all kinds of crazy stuff. What brought you here today to be a part of like this sort of like smaller kind of event?
So I affiliate a lot with American Barbecue Company. They're actually a family operation. So I affiliate with them, and they asked me to come down and take care of judging for them today. And it was a simple, yep, let's do it.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you talking to me today.
Thank you very much.
Have a wonderful day.
You too.
Guys, what is going on? Today is a big day for Nick Sands Presents. It's my favorite day of the year. It's Monsters of Schlock Sunday. Woo! Once a year, I get to see some of the only friends that I ever made from another country, the great land of Canada, and they came down here just to see me, and I always appreciate it. Guys, how are you doing?
We're doing well. How are you doing today?
Doing wonderful. Last year, I did an interview with you, and I fucked it up, and all of it was out of focus, and so I never got to use it. And
I'm focused, much like I'm sure the interview.
Yeah. And I was hoping that I could do puppets or something with it was my plan, but I never got around to it. So this is going to be like the first time. So can you guys introduce yourselves,
sure,
please?
We're going to give you a live pause here so we can let people go through.
Sorry.
No problem. And action. Hello, I'm the Great Orbex. This is my brother and best friend, Sweet Pepper Klopek. We're the Monsters of Schlock, the world's most extreme two-man circus sideshow comedy magic extravaganza.
You can come through. I made a terrible mistake and set us up right in the main thoroughfare. I thought this.
How do we get to the expo?
Right through that door. See where it says no entrance? Don't listen to him.
Fair enough. Thank you.
No problem. He's gonna get in so much trouble because he doesn't have a wristband. I'm gonna call security right after this. There's a guy walking around with I have a bomb shirt on, and it's so funny.
Well, let's go.
This was a mistake.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Set up in literally the worst spot.
Guys, we're gonna take a minute and we are gonna find a new place to set up.
Can you do a star wipe?
Yeah. Absolutely. So, Star Wipe, and now we're back in a new location, 7 feet away from our old location.
Take a shower. I'll see you guys later.
And I would like to introduce you to Pepper.
Hi.
Pepper's thing is he doesn't talk, so I'm not sure how this interview is going to go. So, can you guys tell me a little bit about how you got started in the world of freak show? I guess, is that the right word?
Yeah. I mean, what we do is basically sideshow, freak show, vaudeville, daredevil. We've been doing this now for, I've been doing this since 1998. So what's that, 27 years? And then Pepper's been, started out as part of my troupe at I started out as a solo performer, grew to a bigger troupe. Pepper became part of that. Then we kept paring it down. We've been touring as our two-man version of this for about 20 years now.
What happened to all the other people?
Sadly passed away.
Yep, died.
Some in their sleep, some by Pepper's hands.
And some died from just sucking at Sideshow.
But it's like anything. I mean, it's, fundamentally, anybody who's ever been in a band or tried to organize more than 3 people at a time to go out and do something. For us, this was like a lifestyle. We wanted to do this and commit our lives to doing Sideshow, making people laugh. For other people who are just kind of a weekend warrior kind of thing, it doesn't work out to be the same thing. So, when we decided we wanted this to be our careers, then it was easy choice to just have the 2 of us and never look back.
Does it get harder to do this as a career as you get older? You're what, 37 now?
Yeah, it would put me in about 23, 24. I'm thinking, I've just been able to legally drink in this country for 2 years, right? So, no, I mean, it gets harder. I mean, as a physical performer, a stunt performer, once we're in our 50s at this point, the bounce back time is a little bit longer than perhaps it used to be. But
I'm falling apart rapidly. In front of this camera right now, I'm deteriorating. It's tough.
But, we have always stood by this concept of mitigating the danger. So what we do are things that we know we can do on a regular basis, night after night after night. And, for big one-offs, big stunts, Guinness World Record attempt or something like that, sure, we go sort of bananas with how we come together with a stunt. But for the show, what we try to do is things that we know are going to work and not go wrong and be an act, because nobody really wants to see you walk out, snap your arm, and break. Well, actually, I would like to see that as well. But
there's at least 3 people in that audience.
So the problem is that you can only do that 2 nights in a row, right? Yeah. So it's just one of these things where what we're trying to do fundamentally is have a good time with people, make them laugh, make them smile, and kind of forget how terrible the world is.
It's priority number 1
at any given time. So we try to mitigate the danger, and perhaps that's why we're the best in the world at this. I don't know.
As the world gets more and more terrible, are you finding your job more and more difficult?
No, but I am finding it more and more vital. Yeah. Go ahead.
The world needs laughter right now. It's so brutal and terrible, and we feel like doing our little bit to try to make living palatable and not, just watching the news or watching everybody fight about fucking everything. It's just let's just laugh. Let's all it. And no matter who you are, you can sit there at our show. It doesn't matter race, religion, gender. None of that matters. We're all having a good time, and it's just fun. And that's what we feel is our mission now.
Yeah.
I mean, it is an important mission. I completely agree with you. I think, that's what we try to do here too. And, it's all just about, I feel like in the last 5 years, just being silly is kind of gone on the wayside, So I just try to inject a little bit of silliness into everybody's day.
Smile.
Yeah, that's kind of it. Especially, we kind of live in this world where everybody's locked into their headphones, stuck on their dumb screens. And, sorry, I got to check my phone.
The president?
Of which country? Actually, sorry. But it is become one of these things where people get locked in, and I think you lose a lot of the social community elements that we used to have as a society, right? You go out to, even go to the grocery store, you chat with people would laugh, you'd swear at somebody, try to run them down with your car. Fight over a parking space. The old days when we all used to do that kind of thing. Come home, shout at your wife, kick your cat, and just things like that. And I think that's missing in society now. But I mean, the social element is we're losing it, and everybody's stuck on screens or on their headphones, and you kind of miss that little bit of being silly and having fun, just meeting new people and smiling and saying hello. And I know that's a weird thing to say, as 2 50-year-old men beating the shit out of each other on the stage, and that somehow that replaces that. But all we're trying to do is make people giggle and laugh and have fun.
Yeah, it's not about us being extreme or scary or tough. It's as you can see by clips probably, it's that is not our show. It's comedy with some stunts here and there. We do some stupid things, some dangerous things, but it's mostly comedy.
A lot of these sideshow kind of talents you're not seeing as much anymore. So I'm curious, one, what you guys kind of how you first got into it, and two, how is there still ways for people to learn these things, or obviously we do not condone anyone going out and trying to teach themselves how to be the human blockhead, but
yeah, I mean,
how do these arts keep going forward?
Well, this is the thing is that for quite some time, this style of entertainment was handed down, right? It would almost be like doing an apprenticeship. You would learn from a mentor how to do these things safely and continue down. And my worry is that you see this even with magic quite a bit, the exposure that you see on like Instagram, or people showing you how to do a trick and this and that. And it's, you know, there used to kind of be this pedigree of learning from a mentor, but as much as it was important to learn from the mentor in order to understand how to do it safely, part of that, I think, was vetting the new generation of entertainers to see if this was somebody who respected the craft, loved the craft, wanted to do this for the right reasons of entertaining the crowd, not feeding your own ego or making yourself feel big. And I worry that we lose a lot of that as things are moving forward. But there are still people coming up. Coney Island is a hotbed of sideshow in North America. I mean, in the world, probably. Yeah. And it's here right in America. And, I mean, they've got wonderful classes coming through there and incredible performers that are coming out of that group. So it is still alive and well. And I do feel better about the current generation of active performers that I see out there going forward who have done it. And I hate saying done it in the right way, but in the more traditional way of learning it.
Yeah, I think that's important. I don't remember a couple of years ago there was like a bunch of kids who were sticking like, what were they? Coat hangers down their throats to like try to teach them how to source throw, and then ended up getting all fucked up.
Yeah, the problem is too, especially with social media, it's all just little clips, right? So you can do whatever you want for a 10-second clip, but they don't realize that it's in learning the actual process of going through something too. It's like the longevity's not there because there's no presence. If you can, you can go up and drop a sword, which is great, but if there's no show around it, then you know what I mean? It's not. Then those people fizzle away because they're going to get 2 bar gigs and their friends want to see it, but it's not a show, right? So it's
party trick. And I mean, that's the thing, is that for some people, they're happy to have it as a party trick, but some of us are entertainers. Yeah. And for us, this is the path that our entertainment has taken us, right? So yeah, I mean, fundamentally, we're just comics. And what we're doing is physical comedy, right? I mean, people can say what they want, but Carrot Top's funny. Sorry, I'm so tired.
Gallagher?
Yes, Gallagher's funny. We'll do a live edit, and Gallagher's funny.
Starlight.
And but these are old methods of. I mean, a lot of what we do is a callback to like vaudeville and slapstick and And I think some of that subtlety of that's been lost over the years too.
Well, even in the so I do stand up, and even in the stand up scene, a lot of slapstick stuff isn't done anymore.
Yeah.
And it's almost
stand-up has become its own, has really fully developed into its own art form, which is 15-second clips of crowd work on Instagram.
Well, I think slapstick
that's all comedy, stand-up comedy is now.
Right.
Doesn't matter how well crafted you make your we might have to edit our location camera.
Thank you. Sorry. Do you need to take that? No, you're good. Okay. This is the second time we moved. Sorry, guys. We're almost done.
All right. Move from one garbage can to a second garbage can.
Oh, the drinks. Yeah, this took a way more serious turn than I expected it to. But I just wanted to say, you guys really are. I really think that you guys are fucking hilarious.
I appreciate it.
I think you guys are fantastic at what you do. I've seen a lot of sideshows, and honestly, I can honestly say that you guys are my favorite. And I'm curious, just as from one attention whore to another, what is it that keeps bringing back to like crowds, like wanting that attention, like wanting to be the center of attention like that? Because it's for a lot of people, it's scary. For normal people, it's the scariest thing you can do.
Yeah, it's. We've never had it, as you can tell, a problem getting up in front of people.
Me neither.
But it's the way, I think it's all in the approach. Because I had a guitar player who's terrified of being in front of people. But he didn't tell me that for 15 years into being in the band. I'm like, I'm so sorry, I would never made you do that. But getting up, because we want to make people happy. And so it's about them and not us. And I think the people that are, if you have the term, but like daddy issues, you just want that attention, it's going to be a different beast when you get in front of those people because you just want the adulation. But we want you to have the good time.
All right, well, I wasn't expecting you guys to call me out on this, but...
But no, I mean, I think, I don't know. The older I get, the more that I recognize the fact that when somebody spends money and comes to your show to enjoy themselves for the night, we've become... I assume it's the same for your country as it is ours. It's like times are tough.
In this economy?
Exactly. But if people scrape up $50 for a ticket to come see the show, they got to pay for parking, they got to pay a babysitter, they got to come spend the night with you. The least you can do is make them forget about how shitty their lives are, or the world is, or all their problems. for that 1 or 2 hours. So it's a privilege to get to try to entertain these people and to make them laugh and have a good time. Because fundamentally, no one else is going to look out for you, only us. And that's why if you message Monsters of Schlock on Instagram and sign up for our cult, then we can show you the true path to happiness just for $45 a month. American.
What's your Venmo?
Plus service charges.
Monsters of Schlock Venmo.
We don't have Venmo. Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. Cash out.
PayPal. The Great Order.
PayPal.
You just send cash in the mail. DM me, I'll send you
If
my
you
address.
leave it at the bus stop in Manchester, we'll just grab it when we leave.
Yeah, I mean, the one great thing is that I always appreciate hearing from comics who find what we're doing is funny, because fundamentally all we're trying to do is comedy, and so I think a lot of people see it as a scary thing rather than a funny thing, and we're just trying to put out being more like Looney Tunes and the Three Stooges than we are being like spooky, scary goth guys.
Well, like I was saying, I think you don't see a lot of slapstick at the low. At least I don't see a lot of slapstick at the low level, or even I feel like it's almost like you still see it in a little bit of like an Adam Sandler movie or something.
Sure.
But you're not going to see an entire movie just centered around basic slapstick short bits
it's
like
you
you
watch
guys do.
those old Three Stooges clips still kill me, and they'll be 7 minutes, or you watch a whole 40-minute movie, right?
And it's just bang,
it makes me laugh, right? But I mean, it's again. I mean, look, okay, so even to put it to that point, I was going to say, this idea of comedy and violence, but it's not the violence, it's making it so ridiculous that it's beyond that level, right? Same thing as in wrestling. You're not watching a fight. You're watching incredible entertainers who are choosing the medium of violence to put their performance out there.
Absolutely. All right, guys, I will let you go because I'm sure you're tired. Thank you so much. Where can people find you?
We're staying in room 816 at the Doubletree Hotel.
Lovely here.
In Manchester. It's been fun. Come knock. We're gone tomorrow morning.
So you can actually just leave the money at the front desk.
Yeah. Perfect. Check out the Monsters of Schlock. And Schlock Classic, we've chosen many words that people can't...
This is going out live, so they will see this. They may be here.
We've chosen many words that people can't spell when they Google us. So you can find the Great Orbaks or Sweet Pepper Klopek. Collectively, we're known as the Monsters of Schlock. Schlock spelled Schlock in the traditional Yiddish. Find us on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, whatever. It might shock you. We actually are the ones who answer the messages, not some well-paid PR media team. It's some underpaid entertainers. So send us a shout or give us a follow. It's appreciated.
Guys,
men, so don't expect a ton of posting.
Yeah, we don't really know how it works.
But we do over 100 shows a year, so hopefully you can come see us live in a city near you.
Yeah.
Guys, if you get the chance, I'm telling you, go see them. You will not be disappointed. Thank you so much, guys. I'll talk to you later.
Star right, smash gun.
And now I'm out here with someone you may all know, the Farm Boy Foodie. Phil, how you doing today?
Great. How's it going, Nick?
I'm doing wonderful. What brought you out here today?
Oh, it was actually Bikes and Bites who's standing behind the camera over here, Brent Marshall. He actually got a bunch of us judges together so we could actually judge this contest that we're having today.
Okay, even though the boss is standing behind the camera, is there any secrets you can pass along to me about how this competition is going to go?
How this competition is going to go? I think it's going to come up to the tenderness score, to be honest.
Good to know.
Very interesting.
Good to know. I won't tell him you said that. Thank you. What was your name?
My name's Rob.
Rob, I'm Nick. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I don't know if you can.
I'll do it.
Okay. And now I am out here with
Rob LaBelle
from
Winchester, New Hampshire.
What's the name of your barbecue team?
We don't have a name. It's just me and my mom. She's off gallivanting.
Hell yeah. All right. Your mom's off gallivanting and you're back here cooking?
Well, I mean, I was off gallivanting first. When it started dying down, we decided to make the rounds ourselves.
So tell me a little bit, how did you just get started in the world of barbecue?
My wife bought me a little travel Weber kettle for ice fishing. And that was the first time I ever used charcoal, and I fell in love with it. And then I found out you could do barbecue on a Weber kettle. So my first purchase was a Weber Performer, and started on that, burnt a brisket, and went, I need a smoker. So I got an Oklahoma Joe's. And then after a while, my brother got into it, my mom got into it, and we ended up purchasing this from
It's a big jump.
Yeah, it's a guy from New Jersey that was a competition guy. He was upgrading. And so we drove 4 hours just outside of New York City and picked her up, and we saw the competition on Facebook and decided why not give it a shot. It's an amateur competition. We're definitely amateurs, but it seems like we've done pretty well, I hope.
I mean, it seems like you're doing pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, we've had a lot of people give us good compliments, and good amount of tickets in the box.
So what do you think about the sort of like the hallmark of barbecue is that there's lots of time. It takes a lot of time. What's your favorite thing to do in the time while the meat is cooking?
My favorite thing to do is sit down and smoke a cigar, but can't really do that here. So
there were 2 other people smoking cigars. I think you could get away with it.
If I can just sit and visit with family and serve people food, like that's really, we do it for our church actually. We'll take this thing out and feed the whole town and just try to bless people. And that's actually my favorite, is just being behind this thing is great, but the opportunity to serve people and to just interact that's my favorite part of it.
That's awesome. I love that. You're the only person who answered nicely like that. Everyone else said drinking.
I don't drink, so.
Me neither.
Yeah, no, awesome.
What's the most amount of meat you've ever cooked? Have you cooked for a whole town before?
Last time we did an outreach from the church, I think I did 4 briskets, 50 chickens.
50 chickens?
Yeah, I mean, we spaced them out over time because they cook quickly. And then we did, it was like 50 pounds or 60 pounds of pulled pork. And I did a big, I think it was 6 boxes of pasta. I made a big smoked mac and cheese, cheddar and gorgonzola all mixed in. That was a lot. I think we fed about 300-400 people that day.
So the thing that's going through my mind when you say that is like, I would assume that this grill costs a lot of money, but it sounds like the actual cost of barbecue is in buying the meat.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely an expensive proposition. But
because when you're talking even just 3 or 4 briskets, that's like...
Yeah, brisket, even now, like, because it's popular and barbecue's been on the rise, what used to be a $2 per pound piece of meat is now $5-6. But if you know where to shop, you can do it a little more reasonably.
All right, what do you got for me to try today?
So I've got a peach barbecue pulled pork. I've got some extra sauce here if you want it, and it's smoked over applewood from a local orchard.
Okay, from a local orchard.
Yeah, they do all their trimmings and they put them in bins, and then you can go up for $50 and get half a bin, which will run this thing for 2 days.
Wow, that's awesome.
So, if you want a little extra sauce in there,
however you want me to eat it is how I want to do it.
That's
all right.
The best way right there.
So this is what kind of sauce again?
It's a peach barbecue.
Peach barbecue.
Yeah.
All right, here we go, guys. Oh, it's so hot.
Sorry, yeah. It's a commercial warmer. So
it's very good. Super good. I feel like compared to everybody else, you can actually really taste that applewood smoke. Really, really good.
Yeah, it's just a stick burner. So I know a lot of people use charcoal with little chunks, and a lot of people use pellet smokers, but this is just a straight up stick burner. It's pure wood.
I really, I never realized how little I knew about barbecue until I came here today.
Yeah, I did about 400 hours of research before I ever smoked my first pork shoulder.
I'm like, I don't know how they're gonna judge these because they're all super good.
Yeah, they are. But I mean, I'll leave that to the amateur judges and for the people's palates. Hopefully they have good ones. So.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, man. Good luck today.
Thank you, man. God bless you.
Have a good day. Nick Sands can be your stage name if you want. I'll let you do it. And now I'm out here with the most incredible burlesque dancer I have seen this weekend. Sally Sapphire, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, Nick?
I'm doing wonderful.
Great.
So last year I fucked up, and we did like a 20-minute long interview, and the whole thing was completely out of focus, and I was unable to use it. So I came back this year to redeem myself and deliver what the people want, and that is more Sally Sapphire. And this year you've brought in a fellow circus performer, Colin the Juggler. Colin, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
That's the microphone right there.
Thank you for having
me. So tell me a little bit about what it is like being a burlesque dancer in the modern age. Ooh. And what drew you? We'll start with that one because you went ooh, so I feel like it was a good question.
Well, so for me, it's been an interesting journey. I've been doing burlesque for 5 years now, and I've been doing aerials for 7 years.
The last time I talked to you, you'd been doing it for 4 years, so that's a whole year has gone by.
Yeah. Wait, no,
I'm just kidding. I know, I'm just kidding.
Years.
I'm just kidding. All right, sorry.
So when I started, I was really shy. actually. So it took some getting used to. And I mean, traditional burlesque, like we call it like classic stripping, basically. But you know, you go down to like pasties a lot of times when you're doing burlesque. In the first few shows I did burlesque, I actually like didn't go all the way down to pasties, and it's funny because now I'm just like woo. But that took a lot of growing into my confidence, and it was actually really helpful for me, like as a whole in my life, because I've gone through some traumatic things like relationships and things like that, where finding my confidence as a performer helped me get through a lot of shit.
I can say, as someone who has done a lot of attention-seeking behavior in my life, from theater to this to stand-up, doing stand-up was the most afraid I've ever been in my whole life, which is weird because I'm an attention whore and I love people paying attention to me. There's something about being up there by yourself that is completely different from anything else I've ever done. And so I cannot imagine doing that naked. So hats off to you, or shirts off, or whatever to you.
Shirts off. Thank you.
And Colin, how did you find yourself in the world of circus performance?
Wait,
do you do burlesque?
No.
Is it burlesque? I don't know. That wasn't trying to be funny.
Boylesque.
That wasn't trying to be funny.
Is it boylesque?
It's called boylesque.
Do you do boylesque?
Not yet, no.
That sounds like a disorder or something. Boylesque. I got a bad case of boylesque right now.
But yeah, I don't do that yet. I got into juggling because she started juggling, and they were just lying around the house, like there were juggling balls lying around the house. That's about it.
Should work on that story. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. And so, what is it about like juggling that sort of drew you into it, and what makes you want to get up on stage and show other people what you're doing?
I really like learning the different patterns and like the way the balls move through the air, as well as like going from 3-ball to 4-ball, and now I'm working on 5 balls.
That's crazy. I used to be able to do 3. I could never do 4, so you're already ahead of me, so good job. Sally, now that you've had so this is your 5th year of doing this, do you see that you're still progressing? Do you feel like there's still a ton to learn, or do you feel like you're at the top of the craft?
No, there's always more to learn. Always more to learn. I do feel like I improve every day, every show, every gig, every routine that I do. Always improving.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, always room to grow, for sure.
This chicken tenders look really good. All right, so last time we were here, you and me did a spinning bat race.
Yeah.
And I lost miserably, and I'm willing to say that, but the whole thing was out of focus, and I would like to challenge you once again to a spinning race.
You're on.
I found out recently through a network of spies that you were hungover last night, so my odds are better than they have ever been.
It's true.
So let's get it on.
Okay.
And now I am here with...
my name is Tim.
From?
Manchester.
I mean, what's the name of your barbecue and company?
Dead End Smokehouse. It's not really an actual business or a restaurant. It's just name of a hobby. Live on a dead end street, so it fits.
Perfect. So what brings you out here today?
Just having some fun barbecue competition and meeting some folks and having a great time.
What got you into the world of competitive barbecue?
I started it as a hobby a few years ago. And then last year, a friend of mine said, "Oh, you got to go to my buddy's barbecue rib competition." And I went last year, first ever competition. And I think I got 4 or 5 out of 8. And then I went again this year, and out of 6, got first place. And I'm like, yeah, I want more. I want more.
The thrill of competition.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's your favorite thing to cook?
I'd have to say pulled pork because it's pretty easy. It's really hard to mess up. And as long as you're paying attention, you're careful with it, it can come out really good.
One of the things I think most people think of when they think of smoke, doing barbecue, is that everything takes a super long time, right? What is your favorite way to pass that time while you're waiting for your meat to cook?
Let's see. Got my buddy's pinball machine in the basement. have a dartboard in the garage, a TV in the garage, 60 game arcade game in the garage. So hanging out in the garage, drinking beer, and waiting for the meat to come.
Never time to do chores though, because that's when you got to check on the meat.
That's true. Yeah, I can do maybe a few passes on the lawnmower, but then half the other lawn gets super long. So, yeah.
Thank you so much, Tim.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Actually, can I try something?
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Pulled pork or pulled pork?
Pulled pork. Let's do it. How much pulled pork did you make today?
About 40 pounds.
What's it like the difference between like cooking for your family and cooking 40 pounds of meat all at one time?
This was a little more nerve-wracking because I never know who's gonna like what, and I also have some.
Do I do the sauce or should I eat it like it is?
Peach bourbon barbecue sauce.
Peach bourbon. Do you make the sauce yourself?
I do.
All right.
I think I've tried this already. It's
Yeah?
pretty good.
Thank you. Appreciate that, my man.
All right, here we go, guys.
Love the shirt too.
Thanks.
Unbelievable, and that peach sauce is really good.
Thank you.
Holy shit. The pulled pork is, I mean, I'm not a connoisseur of barbecue. I just know what I like.
Yep.
Nice and tender. Enough of the like crunchy bits, so that's always good. And that sauce is really phenomenal. So
appreciate it.
I think you're gonna do well today.
All right, thanks a lot.
Thank you, Tim. Oh, now I'm sitting here with my friend Pumpkin from Pumpkin's Wondrous Creations. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
So what brings you out to this wonderful expo today?
I'm selling my beautiful creations. I walk a trail every day and I find insects, mushrooms, any type of thing, and I put it together in a shadow box.
It's crazy to me that you found all of this stuff on the same trail. You were telling me about it before.
Yes, so I walk this trail. I go into the woods. It's not just the trail, and I find some cool bones sometimes too.
Is there anybody else on this trail? Is this just a magic trail that only appears for Pumpkin, or what?
No, there is tons of elderly people on this trail, and it's actually hilarious because they always ask me, "What'd you find today, Ashley?"
As you're hauling a deer carcass out of the woods.
Yes, exactly. So I find so many jawbones and feathers, mushrooms of all sorts.
It's so weird because everybody in this fucking place that's told me how like, oh yeah, I just wander around in the woods and then I find bones and shit. And I've never found a bone in my entire life.
So I have the eye to find dead things. It's just natural to me.
All right. Do they call to you?
They do.
Do they really?
They're just in the woods.
Can we look, there's so much bullshit in this world. Okay? Can we have one moment of seriousness, being honest with ourselves?
Of course.
Do they call to you?
They call to me.
Holy shit. All right, you heard it here, guys. She's not only making cool shadow boxes, finding dead stuff, she's also talking to animal ghosts. It doesn't get much cooler than that, so go check her out.
Thank you.
All right, guys, that's the end. I hope you enjoyed it. Mwah. Bye.